Welcome to KC News with Jamie Harris and Amie Parker-Williams.
Hello and welcome to KC News. Coming up on tonight's programme, a rise in unemployment levels are making it more and more difficult than ever for graduates to find jobs.
We find out why pubs are continuing to close every week.
And farewell Limewire, the popular file sharing website is closed down.
But first, an incident at Chill nightclub is under investigation after one man was struck over the head last week.
Doormen have told KC News that R&B nights are growing more and more violent. I went to Canterbury to find out what these problems mean for the public. Drunkenness and violence are not unknown to clubs around Kent, but an incident last week has sparked concern over R&B nights. Last Thursday, Radio 1 DJ Tim Westwood was DJing at this Canterbury nightclub. In the early hours of Friday, a fight broke out between clubbers, resulting in one bouncer being struck over the head with a champagne bottle. He was later admitted to the QEQM hospital in Margate. One security firm spoke to us about these growing problems.
And you may be aware already that some venue operators have chosen not to continue with the R&B nights because of the extreme violence that overspills into the streets. And of course, the general public are then affected by it. As a result of the actions that have occurred from the premises.
4 people were arrested for a string of alleged offences. An 18-year-old man on suspicion of GBH, one 19-year-old woman on suspicion of possessing a knife, a 22-year-old man for alleged obstruction, and a 23-year-old man suspected of being drunk and disorderly. All were released on bail until December the 2nd, and police are appealing for anyone with information.
Crime in Kent has fallen for the 4th year in a row, but Canterbury Police have problems to face after recent government cuts. Police in Kent will be expected to make changes in a number of areas. Caroline Elvin reports.
Crime in Kent has fallen for the 4th year running. Police at this station and other stations around Kent are not getting complacent about the decline. In Canterbury, car theft is the main issue that Kent Police are facing. Vehicle offences fall just above the national average. Burglary and drug offences are down, as well as fraud and sexual offences, meaning that overall crime has fallen again in 2010. Alex Perkins, Wincheap's Liberal Democrat councillor, speaks to us about the decrease in crime.
Of course, any reduction in crime is fantastic, and that's what we're all aiming towards. But you have to be very careful about these figures. There's 2 reasons. One is because the police are producing them themselves, and they're under constant pressure from their paymasters to come up with reduced crime. And so there's always going to be that temptation, not to doctor the figures, but maybe to slip one report into one column as opposed to another, which might be more damning. I don't think it's a matter of complacency, but I don't think they can tell you what they're going to do. Remember, they're facing massive cuts, and there will be less police on the beat.
Kent Police have issued this statement.
We will not get complacent. We have a lot of other ideas to keep Kent safe, and we will implement them as we see effective. We are, of course, happy with the progress of the Kent Police Force, and we hope to continue this way.
That's it from me, Caroline Elvin, at Canterbury Station.
Future graduates will find it increasingly difficult to find a job due to the rise of unemployment, according to a recent study. Leslie van Ruskenveld investigates.
A recent research reveals that unemployment for graduates in the UK has risen to its highest level for 17 years. The latest figure shows 8.9% of 2009 graduates were jobless. Universities in Kent are far from being spared from this.
One of the hardest things for students at the moment that we're seeing is finding part-time work in Canterbury. It's a very difficult time with 4 universities based in Canterbury, and we try our best to help students to get the skills they need to get the part-time work. In terms of graduate jobs, again, there is a lack of graduate jobs in the local area, and students try their hardest to find them, and we do what we can to support them.
The large number of small and medium enterprises in Kent is said to be a major factor for unemployment in the country, as they don't usually take graduates. According to the survey, more than 20,000 students who graduated with a first degree in 2009 were still out of work. That's the highest unemployment figure since 1993. Some positive points remain, though.
Canterbury Christchurch has one of the best employability rates. Over 90% of graduates from Christchurch are in work or further study within 6 months.
This is Leslie van Ruskenveld reporting for KC News.
An estimated 39 pubs will close every week, according to reports. the Good Pub Guide has looked into why people don't go back to the same place.
Bad service is cited as a main cause for falling pub popularity. Laura Russell finds out more.
With the recession in full swing, it's not just people feeling the pinch. Businesses, pubs in particular, are also feeling the strain of tighter finances. However, it's not just money that is keeping punters away. According to a BBC report, it's bad service in bars and pubs that's the biggest put-off.
There are always going to be places that will offer bad service, and it gives a bad name to everybody else. You know, I hope that our customers like our service, and I hope we don't fall under that bracket.
They're normally the big chains where they're discouraged from interacting with the customers. It's to get the drink order, get them the drinks, get them out of the way and get the next customers in. But if you go to the smaller local pubs, you'll get better service because people want you to come back.
So, what does the future hold? According to the BBC report, 39 pubs a week are closing due to lack of custom compared to just 2 a week back in 2005. It's clear pubs need to evolve in order to survive.
So we don't do food here, unfortunately, but what we decided to do is go for the live music sector. We have regular gigs on Saturday nights, and it's boosted our trade dramatically. So it's the only way forward is to diversify and not just have drinks.
While different pubs have clearly different approaches, with any luck, their good service will help to promote customer loyalty. This is Laura Russell reporting for Kent County News.
And if you have any views on this story, we'd like to hear from you. Send us an email at news@kcomedia.co.uk or go to our website kconline.tk. Music lovers will be saddened by the news that popular website Limewire has been shut down after a 4-year league battle with the music industry. I went to investigate further. Limewire. Once the pinnacle file sharing for internet users to download their music has been shut down. Millions of users accustomed to sharing copyrighted content for free over the past decade will have to go elsewhere after a New York judge issued a permanent injunction against popular Limewire. Is it fair to just take this away?
I don't think that this is really good because I usually do download films and music and everything even though it's illegal.
If I find out a new song, I would go to YouTube.
The website became inaccessible with the following message splashed across its homepage. In a court order, Judge Wood stated that Limewire harmed the music industry, partly on the ground that illegal music downloaded reduced the legitimate sales of CDs.
I run the shop of Canterbury Rock. I've been here for 31 years, due 32 years in February. And I'm not very happy about the unofficial downloading of CDs. I think it can affect my business. But worse than that, or more than that, it's going to affect the record industries, the music industry, the record companies and the artists that make the music, because they're not getting anything out of it.
The level of damages faced by the website will be revealed in January 2011, but it is reported that it will be up to £1 billion.
And finally, we sent Sam Francis to report on the multi-million-pound football development project at Ridlands Farm in Canterbury.
I'm currently standing where the Canterbury City Football Hub was planned to be built, but as you can see, work here at Ridlands Farm is going slower than planned. The Football Hub is planned to have a new stadium for Canterbury City Football Club that goes up to Ryman League standard, as well as an artificial training pitch, fitness facilities and a dance studio, costing between £1 million and £5 million. Earlier, I spoke to Darren Ellis, Canterbury councillor, and he told me the roadblocks that Canterbury had to overcome to get the building hub up and running.
We sold the old Canterbury City football site on Kingsmead, which is now a housing development. And one of the things the council had done was earmark some of the money, ring-fence some of the money for the football club when they reformed and found somewhere they could play. So although it means that we maybe haven't gone to the stage that we'd like to with the facilities at the club, we're still looking at providing the club with a Ryman League standard ground.
More than 20 sites were considered in the Canterbury area for the new state-of-the-art football hub. However, Ridlands was chosen for its location and great accessibility. But if building work still fails to get underway at Ridlands, then regardless of its accessibility, no one will be coming here this season to watch the football. This is Sam Francis reporting from Ridlands Farm for KC Online.
And that's tonight's KC News.
More, of course, on our website, but until next time, look after yourself with the fireworks, of course.
Yep, remember the 5th of November.
Yes.
I hope you have a good weekend wherever you are.
Goodbye.